Hi, I'm Peter, and I remember one specific Christmas as the best one I ever had. I was a young teenager, and I was gifted the red basic Dungeons and Dragons set. I spent a whole week between Christmas and New Year's Eve just reading the rules and playing the simple solo adventure game that was in the book. That was the best time of my life. From then on, my teenage life was just full of heroes, adventures, monsters and magic. And it motivated me, and it taught me so much. For instance, as a Dane, I can only speak Danish, so I had to learn to speak English, read and write English as well, because the rule books, naturally only the basic sets were translated, so I had to learn to speak English because everything else was in English in all the rule books. I'm also on the autism spectrum, and I have what's known as Asperger's syndrome, which means that all the social interactions when governing the game as a DM had a very, very positive effect on my life skills. I have most of my golden memories as well from my childhood, playing fantasy role-playing games with my friends. Memories of these green and golden sunlit days at the garden table drinking lemonade and slaying the orc invasion. Memories of snowy winter days at the living room table by the wood stove, managing the castle and getting troops and everything set up in order before fending off a huge Gnoll army. That was awesome. Of course, I also went to playing RPGs on the computer when I was lucky enough to buy my own Amiga 500. I spent weeks playing those gold box games, and I remember how the simple graphics were just a hint that sparked your imagination to paint pictures of adventurers fighting hill giants and NPCs desperate for your help. It was truly magical and created an atmosphere that I haven't experienced in any game since. And that experience is what I want to recreate with Creatures and Chronicles. I want to create a platform for expansive campaigns that potentially can take a party of characters through their progression level from level 1 to endgame levels. Encounters, dialogue, all the way up to land ownership, castles, invasions, large-scale battles, entire wars, and so much more. I've already developed the technology to make the game multiplayer, which will introduce the opportunity for proper RPG setting gameplay with a full party of players and a dungeon master. And I want to make it playable in a simple web browser with the limitation that it must be played on a PC with a mouse attached. The rules will be retro-clone rules and will be continuously modified and balanced to ensure the best possible gaming experience. The games are developed entirely in JavaScript and kept as lightweight as possible. This lends many benefits, and the development environment is very fast. More on that later. For now, the development is set up in stages. So stage 1 is the development of the Encounter Mini battle environment. This is nearly done. There's some special abilities and spells and stuff that needs implementation, but it is all in all nearly done. Developments of character and party generation, so you can have your own party and bring that party into the Encounter Mini battles and fight the mini encounter battles. This is in progress right now. Development of the campaign map engine. This will allow a party of selected characters to travel the entire campaign map and have and experience random encounters and different encounters around the map. Development of that is started, but it is just started. Development of a dialogue and quest integration system. This will allow the implementation of event-driven dialogue to feature quests and NPC interaction. There's also a text-to-speech system on top of that allows all of the dialogue to be read aloud. So if you're not particularly good at reading English, you can have everything read aloud to you. Development of multiple official campaigns. One free campaign, and the rest will have like a one-time fee to play the campaign. I'm also considering a subscription model that allows players to subscribe to all the official campaigns created and the ones that will ever be created. So if you pay the monthly fee, you just have full access to all the official campaigns. So on top of that, we have stage 6, which will be the public campaign creation tools. Because one of the most important aspects of this entire thing is to allow DMs to create their own campaigns and set up their own adventures inside the platform and sell those campaigns to other players. So there's a possibility here of a whole platform of potential campaigns being created and players being able to buy access to them and play them. In the end, stage 7 is the big one. It's the expansion of various character options and high-level gameplay, things like owning castles, owning land, wars, battles, all the big stuff will be in there as well. But that is at the end of the development cycle. Initially, I'm looking to fund 1 year of development for a small team of 2 to 3 people on basic Danish salaries, and that is including myself. But depending on the success of the campaign, the team can be scaled to further accelerate the development so we get faster, and we can also create more official campaigns with more people. But that is it. That's where we are. Thanks for watching.
Dwarf 3's turn. Select a target. Select a target. Attack owlbear with 1 light coral. Select a target. Select a target. Attack owlbear with 1 light coral. First light coral. Dwarf 3 needs a 15 to hit owlbear 2 with a pierce attack and rolls a 19. It is a hit. Ah! Round 4.